What's up Raiders, Bionic here. Welcome to today's Raid Shadow Legends video where I have to sadly announce that I quit. I'm done. I can't take this anymore. It's been a very fun journey, but in the end I'm going to relinquish my title of a true 100% free-to-play player. I'm not quitting the game, if that's what you thought, but I am going to give up the fact that I'm not going to accept my content creator perks on my main account. You might have noticed that I got a massive amount of gems recently. That is because I tested the 3v3 arena, and I got a lot of gems for finishing in the second tier. So I also even got more after for sticking around for the last couple of days. I was there, I think, for a total of 7 days, if I'm not mistaken. And people already noticed. They're like, how do you have so many gems? And now they're right. I got, I'm going to say, but close to 3,000 gems in that span of a couple of days. And I typically only have about 5,000. So that alone gave me a huge push on my account. So why am I giving up the title? Well, because I've made a lot of videos recently, or in the past month, right? So let's go back to about a month ago, which was here, right? 15 months progress, did a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway today as well, so guys, stick around, okay? Then I transitioned to Ultra Nightmare literally right after, okay? And now that I've done Arbiter, I am on Ultra Nightmare. I could finish in Platinum if I wanted, but I have to get up at 3 a.m. on Sunday nights, and I'm not going to do that because, you know, I'd rather sleep. And then I kind of showed that other players have done it a lot faster than I did. I got to Arbiter in 9 months, okay, so that was a while ago, but now some players have done it in 4 months. Yeah, you get lucky, you pull the right champions, and then your life is easier. Everybody's journey is different, but I think I've proven what I wanted to prove, okay, is the fact that I could do Arbiter as 100% free to play. I could make it to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. I can make it to Platinum Arena, and the only thing left that I was really considering was Faction Wars. Can a player, a free-to-play player, actually complete Faction Wars? No doubt. I'm pretty sure that in the long run I could do this, but sadly Plarium does not really care about us, the free-to-play community. You've seen it with my recent videos of the events are getting harder and harder to complete. So what's left for me at this point as a content creator is the growth of my YouTube channel, okay? This is one game which I like. I will continue making content on, but I will be taking my content creator perks, so I will be remaining a free-to-play player, okay? I want to make that clear. I am still going to use free-to-play because I will not be spending money on the game. I've made that clear a very long time ago. Instead, I will take those perks, I will put them to good use, I will try and make more content for you guys so that hopefully more of you will subscribe to my channel. All this being said today, guys, we're going to look at my account, see where I'm at after 16 months of this true free-to-play journey, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. And like I said, we're going to do a giveaway as well, so let's get going. Starting with my level. I've reached level 65, all right, without using too much energy refreshes or refills with the 40 gems. That gave me a whopping 300 extra gems, right? So slowly but surely, I'm not in a hurry to do this. I'll get there one day, right? Great Hall is doing relatively well. I'm now in the process of trying to get everything at least to 6. And then I'll probably finish the defense, crit damage, or resist of some of my best tag team arena champions, okay, because that's probably the next big push. Like I said, I have participated in the 3v3 arena, right? You guys remember this. I made a couple of videos. Here is overall what my teams are going to look like. I did pull a Gorgrab, so that might replace the Haikatoon right here. We'll see. But these teams were maxed out on the test server. I do not have these champions maxed out, sorry, on my account right now. Then, of course, like I said, I've reached the Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, so I do have a couple of scores here for you guys. Here's one of my best runs on Ultra Nightmare, all right, with the same team. Since I've made a few little modifications which might affect my overall score on the Ultra Nightmare, but it has improved my Nightmare score, and I'll explain why in a second. Ultra Nightmare here again on the Force Affinity, so my team is really good against the Force Affinity, reaching close to 30 million. And then here's my latest run on the Nightmare Force Affinity. It's a 1 key, right? So I'll explain what happened here with my Skull Crusher that made this possible. So let's keep going with exactly the champions. which I'll quickly go over one by one. Torment has not changed, right? If anything, maybe his gear got maxed out. Arbiter got changed a slight bit because I did get some pieces with a little bit more speed. I've been farming the Dragon for the last month, day in, day out. Basically the only thing I've been doing, unless I have double XP, where I was kind of doing like food at the same time. So she's now sitting at a respectable 325, still not that great, so I'm really hoping for some better pieces. My Solus, I made a video on this guy. This gear was maxed out on a test server. I know how hard he can hit, so he is a work in progress. I may switch this around a little bit, but that's the plan. Xavier, never really did much with her. This gear is just kind of like extra sitting there. I'm not in a hurry to max this out. I don't use her anywhere at this point except Faction Wars. My Razin did not really change either, kind of the same thing right now. The Battle Khazar got maxed a little bit more. I think the gear was not fully done. In the last month I've done this. Style of the Drakes, she has the gear that I had on the test server. It's not maxed, so I definitely need to do that. Then we've got this guy right here who got a special pair of boots. I pulled that during this month, maxed it out, and rolled pretty good, right? You know, 4 rolls on crit damage, that's kind of nice. Problem with this guy is that I'm not even close to having my 100% crit rate, okay? So he hits hard, but I have to pair him up with either a Mausoleum Mage or my Battle Khazar to get him to almost constantly crit, right? So that is another big work in progress. But my Foley, this guy I just finished yesterday. I'm really happy about this. I pulled these gloves right here, which is my second pair of speed 6-star crit damage on my account, and he is rocking them. So I moved the gear around a little bit because I wanted to increase the speed. I wanted to hit that 100% crit rate and have a decent amount of crit damage. I am using Helm Smasher, so I could have a little bit more, but I don't, because he's my nuker in the arena. He's also my farmer. He can actually do some pretty decent time, so I'll make a separate video on my Foley, but I also put a couple of books in this guy, okay? So I managed to get all of this, which is exactly what I wanted, the A3, right? And then 1 into the passive, which is pretty good overall. So like I said, I'll make a separate video. My Harvest Jack has not really changed, still in my shield set. This guy here, Ghostborn, might go in a shield set for the tag team arena if I keep using him, but now that I have the Gorgorob, I might not use the Ghostborn at all. Lugan might get the shield set, alright, because he is an HP champion, which makes a little bit more sense. Lightsworn got taken apart because I now have my Padma. She has not changed. The Seer has not changed either. The Mausoleum Mage has his gear almost maxed out. He's one of the next champion on my list to fully max out. This guy has a really decent amount of resistance. Paired with Razin's aura, he's really good. Really, really good in the arena, right? Zargala right here needs to have her gear maxed out. She is in an immunity set, which is good for the arena. We've got Skull Crusher. Okay, so he just changed literally yesterday as well because I pull these boots right here. So he used to have speed boots and he used to be at 191 speed. So he was better tuned for Ultra Nightmare, which gave me an extra round of counter attack, right? But now I wanted to tune him down so that he's also tuned for Nightmare, which is why you see that I can now 1-key Nightmare and still 3-key Ultra Nightmare. So overall, even though my Ultra Nightmare damage might reduce a little bit, I'm still getting more damage or more rewards in the end because I can 1-key Nightmare, you know what I mean? So defense is high, I know. I am using the Battle Khazar, which means my crit rate is almost at what, like 85% in total. So I may switch this amulet for a crit damage. I'll keep playing around with this, but overall I'm pretty satisfied that I was able to hit these stats with the defense percent boots. Okay, so that's a big change for my clan boss. Then we've got Ultimate Gaelic. Did not really change, not really using him anymore. The Royal Guard, which is the first champion that I ever hit 100% crit rate and a decent amount of crit damage with decent amount of attack. But notice that I did this with 2 crit rate sets and 2 random pieces. Now the Foley is my second one, which has 2 speed and 2 cruel. Okay, so this guy would be too slow, but I have used him before as my farmer because I didn't have anything else and I don't want to like gear an Ethel or gear a Kale that I'm not going to use anywhere else with some of my best gear pieces, alright? So Foley has taken that role as my dedicated farmer. Anyway, let's keep going a little bit. The Occult Brawler has not changed either. He's my main poisoner for the clan boss. took apart my Steel Skull. I still want to rebuild him, perhaps for the Spirit Affinity, but I just don't have that gear anymore, right? Because I kind of re-geared the other champions. The Crimson Helm got taken apart. I still really love this champion. Bulwark being used on the on the Magic Affinity right now. Okay, so he is useful, fully geared. We've got the Stun Set Bellower, then we've got the 3 Cold Hearts. Somewhat a work in progress, a little bit like this one right here needs more speed, but I am transitioning back to a nuke build for my Spider team. Also made an all rares, all dungeons team off the test server not too long ago, so I was using these 3 Cold Hearts for that. War Maidens, somewhat taken apart. Frozen Banshee, not really been using her. Coffin Smasher got taken apart because I have the Padma. This guy is Faction Wars only right now. Athel, Faction Wars only. Apothecary, Faction Wars only. Berserker, Faction Wars only. This guy might be used for the Faction Wars eventually, and then all the rest are basically champions that I'm now working on for Faction Wars. So yeah, I am working on that as well. Okay, so all these level 50s that you see right here, slowly but surely I am gearing them. Even these 40s right here, they're next in line. I'm going to probably ascend them and start gearing them. All right, and the rest down here is food. So as you can see, I am really trying to go for that Faction Wars, and I'm also really getting ready for the tag team arena. So here's a couple of examples for you guys of what these teams look like right now. So Undead Crypt, we see that I'm using a Frozen Banshee, even though she's not really geared, so I may take her apart and use either my Gore Grab or my Blood Gorge, which is a really good nuker. Tested him on the test server. Then we've got the Dwarf Crypt, right? So I'm still kind of missing some decent champions here, kind of trying to use whatever I have. But what I'm doing is trying to get, I think, to like stage 10, then it's 13, and then it's 15, and then it's 18, right? To start farming those better glyphs. So I am doing what I can with whatever I have. Or Crypt right here, I got like 3 decent champions, but overall I don't have the support that I need to really empower these 3, so waiting for best in slot champions. Banner Lords is another example. I got a good Lugan. Killian is pretty good, but the rest of those champions have not been raised to level 50 yet and whatnot, right? So big work in progress, but it is doable. I think that the legendary champion that will be given out for this is probably going to be pretty decent, right? You would imagine, because let's face it, you know, Faction Wars is probably the biggest undertaking right now for any account. But yeah, like I said, slowly but surely, and the rewards in here are really nice, especially once you start getting past this section right here, right? So I'm going to start getting a couple more books, couple more legendary books, some sacred shards and whatnot. And it's not like I desperately need them right now. Also the fact that I'll be getting more of these now as a content creator. So if anything, I'm going to progress a lot faster than a true 100% free-to-play player, okay? So again, I'll be free to play, but I will be free to play with, you know, with perks is, I guess, the best way to say it. Okay, so last thing to talk about is the giveaway and this troubling picture right here. Guys, this is my watch time from subscribers in the past 28 days, which has improved a little bit, but if I look at the total span of my activity on YouTube, apparently only about 14 or 15% of you guys that are watching my videos are subscribing. It's not hard to subscribe, and it really encourages us as content creators, okay? So I know maybe I don't bring out the best game or best content for this game, but I'd like to think that I'm still perhaps worthy of getting your subscription, which would really help me kind of like transition to making this a full-time gig. I'm also working on starting to stream as much as possible when I can, but keep in mind that I'm a young father. I have, you know, a house to take care of. I have a real-life profession which takes a lot of my time, so I'm really busy. I do my best to put out now a video a day, but I realize that maybe that's not good enough for you guys, or whatever the reason is. I would really appreciate if you guys could still take the time to just press that subscribe button. It's really simple. It's this little red button at the bottom, and you just press it, literally click, and then you are subscribed to my channel, and that really helps me out, okay? Also, please like and comment my videos. Even if it's something down the lines of, I don't quite agree with you, Bionic, you know, like, if it's constructive feedback, I don't mind it being sort of like, you know, putting me on the spot. I'm glad to have an open discussion with you guys. I actually really enjoy it, okay? So all that being said, guys, here's my progress after 16 months as true free-to-play, and now transitioning to free-to-play with perks. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed the video, and for the giveaway, it is going to be very simple. This one is on YouTube. You simply have to go in the comments below and let me know what you think about all this. Are you mad that I'm now free-to-play with perks? Do you guys think that I've earned it? After 16 months as true free-to-play, not taking a dime, not taking a single thing from Plarium during all that time, and now being a content creator for them for the last maybe 6 months, if not more, 7 months. So do you think I've earned it? Do you think that I can now enjoy these content creator perks and have a little bit more fun with my account and of course my YouTube channel? All right, so thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.